Welcome back in Blackhawks. If you tuned into last episode, you would have seen us won the cup, 2027 Stanley Cup champions, as you can see right here. If you look at our history from last year, yeah, we ended up winning 2027 in 6 games. As you can see, it was probably one of our best seasons as a head coach. Shows 54 wins in the regular season. I don't know what it's doing for the season before where it shows 60, but that math doesn't add up. So it's probably just a little bit less. But we won the President's 2 years ago, and then we won the Cup this year. So it's just fantastic finally making it to the finals and actually winning it. I thought we were going to be cursed for sure. If you look at some of our transactions from last year or from early this year, I realized that we weren't going to make much cap. Um, like I'll show you the cap after, but we ended up having to offload some of our players. So we got rid of Vlasic and our first. Oh, sorry. Nope. We ended up getting a first rounder for St. Louis and our first. So trying to do a little bit of an upgrade there. Um, we ended up getting two first rounders for Tanner Ho, who wasn't doing that great for us. He was kind of bouncing around the AHL, but he's not going to be a starter for us. He just wants too much money. If you look at his contract here, he's going to negotiate for a much higher salary, and we can't afford it next year. And then Andrew Crystal, um, who again only played 30 games last year for us, 7 points. And I just see us having a lot better players coming up. Then we ended up getting a first rounder and a fifth and a third from Calgary for our goalie or our backup goalie. Great stats. He's probably going to do great on Calgary, and I know they needed a goalie. And then Tony D'Angelo, and then we gave up our first as well. I can't remember which pick it was, but Tony D'Angelo was just too much money. Um, if you look, yeah, he's he'd be 5 million. We just can't afford it already this year. We're gonna make it for this year, but next year we're not going to. So it's still saying that we have space this year, but next year we're gonna be below with $6 million. So if you just end up looking here, um, yeah, we already extended some players. Philip Forsberg still only has 1 year, so we may have to offload him depending on how well he does. Same thing with Kucherov. Kucherov didn't really have the greatest year last year, 43 points, 75 games, so that's not really anything special, but it could have been offset from some of his injuries. Kirby Dach, we ended up extending. We just need a number one center. We extended Crosby as well. He might only play the 1 year. He is 39. Um, but yeah, he might only play the 1 year. He was averaging just above a point per game, so hopefully that's we end up getting to keep him for 1 more year. But I did have this with anticipation that we're going to probably either lose Crosby or Kane. Um, Kane, as you can see here, 65 points in 76 games. He is so close to the record for the goals scored. So I'm mainly keeping him just to make sure that he ends up breaking that record. So I extended him for 2 years just in case something ends up happening this year. You just never know. Strange is we still have Lekermaki. I think we extended to 3 years here. Um, so that's good. Jack Quinn is going to ask for a bigger contract, but we're probably going to move him up in the lineup. We may swap him with Forsberg. He just showed a lot of promise in the playoffs last year, so I just felt like we needed to reward him. So 3 year, $5 million each is pretty much what he ended up asking for. We're gonna have to bring up CC as well. He seemed to do well for us for the limited amount that he was here. Benson extended for 4 years, so that's good. I think he's gonna be an elite talent, so it's pretty much a bargain. So he might be first line or Kirby Dach, one of the two, but we at least have our top two started out, and then Ciernik here is gonna. We're definitely gonna start him this year. 63 points in Slovakian league. Um, Marco Rossi, I'm on the fence. We may have to deal him. Just depends on who else we end up keeping. Dolan, we may even get rid of him for this year. Same thing with Rossi, we might get rid of him for someone a bit better, like short term. Crewman's as well. He did well in the KHL, so he's earned a spot here. For our defense, we're missing one or two pieces as well. Chabot signed an extension as well, and then you already have Quinn Hughes for 8.8 million, and then Owen Power still on a nice discount there, but we're gonna have to extend it eventually. Fascia, we're probably gonna end up having to start this year as well, 2.5 star, 3 star potential, so he'll start with us. And then Leslie as well, who seems like the dark horse that just outplayed his contract. So we end up having to extend him for a bit. Right now we just have Nico Dawes as our goalie. We end up having to extend him to 7.2 million. So that's mainly where most of that money for next year end up having to go. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to lose one of our forwards for it. But right now we have the rookie draft, so hopefully we can grab some players that can not necessarily start this year, but definitely start next year. So we'll end up doing the potential here, and we'll do the top 3 picks. First pick, Hupainen, 5 star. This guy looks good. That looks like a solid pick. And then next pick is Brody Russell, 4 star. See if it drops off. He looks pretty good. 53 and 58 games. For WHL, I feel as though it should be a lot higher. But wow, I'm surprised that the 2 5-star picks aren't picked. Dylan Lowe was the only one, or was the other one, but he's a defender with 24 points. So we'll just sim to when we end up getting. Hopefully, there's still at least a 4 star, 3.5 star for us. There is. Goalie, 886 last year, or center, 18-year-old center. I feel as though, yeah, we might grab defense next time with our other pick, but yeah, we'll pick him. Verro. Oh, looks like Tanner Wiggins was the other guy that we're gonna grab. Darren Francis or Beller. Who do we want? What's our other pick? We have another pick in a bit. Feels though we should shore up the defense though. He plays NCAA, right? Yeah, Boston College. That helps. That's good for next year at least. And then we got the next pick as well, so didn't really matter. I guess we'll go. Let's take a look at our depth. Do we need a? Well, we should probably grab a goalie. Ivanov. I don't know if he even plays with us next year. Might as well. Yeah, let's go goalie. Yeah, it looks like all the defense seemed to go real quick. Rasmus Rene. If they recycled the name, that seems like a good pick. We're gonna go. Might as well go with this 17-year-old here. Yeah, a 17-year-old that can do that well. Yeah, I'm gonna pick you with my pick. Chauvin's still there. Slovakian League, 31. Schaller. Wow, okay. Chris Wilson, that might be our pick later. He looks good. We'll take Joven first. Gotta remember Chris Wilson. and he's gone. Chris Wilson from Kraken. Really interesting to see how well he ends up being. Another goalie. Right D. Should we just go with ability then? He's out for... This guy looks good. Jeffrey Mielke. He's already 2 stars. Or... Yeah, we'll pick him. He's injured for a bit, but highest overall. Still up there, eh? There's another Shifley. Feels like most of these names are recycled. I wanna know if it's cheap or just a Curtis Sanderson. That sounds like a familiar name too. Defense. OHL. Yeah, let's go Shifley here. Feels though it's gonna be all a shot in the dark until we know who we got. Sanderson, Sung. I mean 6'6". Yeah, I'm gonna pick you. Alright, now here we go. 66 points. 41. Here we go. Huh. Alright. London Knights. Here. We'll take him. He looks pretty good. I just wonder if just the players drop off a lot quicker. If you don't get a top pick, you don't get a good player. Here, Pepe. Wow. These stats look crazy. Alright, we'll take you. Oh, can we not? Oh, it's the end. Damn. Here, we'll shortlist you as well. Let's see what that does. Draft is now complete. Let's see who we got. Nope, we're not. None of us are on there, which I didn't really expect. Let's check. Let's check out our depth here. See who we end up getting. Anyone good? Gotta move you up actually. And then Logan McCutchery. So yeah, Shifley, 2 stars right now. 2 stars. The goalie, Dallas Beller. I mean, he had a week. Well, he did well for the juniors. That save percentage looks unreal. So he is our 5th best currently. So we'll wait a year until we sign him. Erlinden, Vinny, Feel, and then didn't I sign him? Yeah, I offered him a contract, so we'll see. But if not, we might have to grab one on free agency just for 1 year. Is this the guy that we grabbed? Yeah, we grabbed him this year. No, last year. So maybe we should sign him. He looks good. Or looks like he's gonna be good. Oh, looks like we offered him something already. Same thing. Nowak. Is this year? 31. No, last year as well. And then right wingers, I think we Mielke. Oh, we got Verreau as well. This guy looks like he's gonna be good. Yeah, we grabbed him this year with our pick, 10th. And Zetterberg, didn't we? Feels like we signed him. Yeah, we definitely offered him something. So Zetterberg might come up as well. We have too many, as you can see, centermen. Rasmus Rene. That looks better than what it picked him as. Brunner as well. So it looks like we picked some decent players. It's either that or the league just too big for them so far. Ivanov's still our top prospect there. So we'll take a look, see if we end up getting some of our players. And then hopefully we can fill out this roster before the preseason. So there we go. Yeah, we offered him a contract. Offered him one as well. Odomir might be good for next year. Oh, Barzal and Nashville. Wow. 6 year, 48 million. $8 million a year. Wow. Henry Muse. Ah, didn't I offered him so much more. What the hell? While I'm not ready to commit yet, I think your offer is close. Well, yeah, I hope so too. Oh my god, Vegas just stole all our guys. How did Vegas get everyone? Wow. That's terrible. They took literally every player that we ended up offering. 16-year-old, what the? Wow, okay. So it looks like we need to offer. We specifically went for those players so that we had some form of depth there. We went for all the younger ones, the ones that commanded the least amount of contract. So guess we'll just have to see what's left now. That's a tad annoying if I'm being perfectly honest. Yeah, it seems like it gets slower the longer we are in the game, or just simming a bunch. But yeah, it does definitely seem slower now that we played more. What? Okay. Can I even? I offered him like the best contract too. All right, let's take a look at the free agency real quick. What? There's still a ton. All right, let's look for defense. Morrissey, Carrier, Home. Oh no, it's a goalie. Ski. Devon Taves. I mean, it feels like we gotta wait until everyone else ends up taking their pick unless we can find another like younger player that hasn't played yet. No, he's played. Fabro, let's see what you want. I can't do that. Shane Pinto. Where did he play? You know what? Might be able to offer him that. A Tard. Yeah, there's tons of players here. Huh. Yep, I can do that. Moravec. It's either that or I need to start training someone as a defender. He's playing the NHL. Maybe not. There we go. So we're probably gonna have one terrible defender with us. I think that's just what has to happen. Ryan McDonough. We could reunite. Oh no, now we're starting to get to the garbage players. So hopefully we manage to grab at least one of these players. Yeah, of course you want to see what you got. And then we'll just do a quick look at what our... Well, actually, we can probably do a quick one with... Wow, he probably just wants way too much. So we'll slot in our roster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's so far what we got here. And then at least one of these. So Odomir might be the odd person out. Yeah. Let me just take a look at the lines real quick. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he hasn't signed with us yet. No, okay. I guess we'll just have to wait real quick until we can confirm that we've signed one of our goalies. Great, okay. So Eric Olson is going to be our backup. So now we can quickly show you what our team's going to look like. I can do better. That's fine, I don't care. So we'll take a quick look at our lines now that we can do it. Oh. Okay, so one guy has to come off. Currently we have 29 people on the roster. So yeah, this is what it's looking like so far, but obviously Antonio's gonna come back, so we'll slot him in. But yeah, it looks good for... I mean, I might want Benson up top. I think he can develop better. So we might put him, Doc, and Cyranek, Krumens, Geki and Lekermaki. Then you have Fasha and Brzozowski, so that's good. And then Hughes with Chabot at the top, and Owen Power and Leslie. Looks like we have a solid team. And then, yeah, that will provide depth here. We might as well move him down now. I think we can move him down to AHL. Yeah, same thing with Chris Holm, I think. Dolan's just going to go down anyways. And then Omen and Rossi, we might have to. He might be the odd man out. Zetterberg's going to stay, and Odermir will stay. So we'll have to decide between who we end up keeping. Yeah, he may have to start in the AHL for at least half the season, and then we'll bring him up. Yeah. So Odermir, yeah, Odermir looks good in the OHL. So we'll take a look at him later. But so far it looks good. Then we can kind of look at our cap obligations as well. So yeah, we have Odemir's again for 3 years, Zetterberg, yeah. So we should be good, given that one player retires. And if you look at history, yeah, it's getting really close for him to be able to manage to break the record. So we'll end up playing up till the trade deadline again, and see if we end up having to offload anyone. We may have to offload it before then just to make the roster. But yeah, we'll show you guys what we end up doing, and hopefully we end up doing back-to-back, or at least make a playoff push again this year. Don't want it to be a rebuild, at least not for a couple more seasons. So thank you everyone for watching, and until next time.